Tommy Curran yesterday.
Wow.
Bad boy.
You know what's funny is that wasn't even the point of his answer, but he does take another shot at Ramondre Stevenson.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like he was talking about free agency and then he was getting into specifics of Ronnie Stanley, but like, he got blocked for Ramondre Stevenson? Like, no thanks.
Yeah.
This is kind of funny.
But no, bad boy Tommy Curran. If you missed any of it yesterday, it was on the Odyssey app, Tommy Tuesday every week here on Jones and Keefe. High noon on Tuesdays. It'll be on WEEI afternoons with Hart and Fitzy and Ted tomorrow. He also dropped a not good question, Keefe. He loved that question.
Well, it was a really good one.
Are the Patriots going to get uncomfortable, a la the Red Sox and Alex Bregman, this offseason?
I think that's a great question.
They have to or they won't get anybody. Last year they didn't, and they just re-signed their own guys and then made a couple of, smaller free agent signings like Austin Hooper, Antonio Gibson, that kind of thing. So if you're going to get somebody that fans are going to be excited about, a la Alex Bregman, you're going to have to sign someone where you look at it and go, that guy for that much?
So
I guess.
I get what you're saying. I'm starting to wonder who is actually going to be in free agency. Like, I'm still skeptical about Tee Higgins. Let's circle back to him in a moment because he was active on social media last night. Trey Smith, there are reports that Trey Smith, the guard, I don't even want him, but like he was he is the highest rated offensive lineman on a lot of these free agency lists. He's a guard from Kansas City.
Yep.
The Chiefs are going to re-sign him. DaCosta, Eric DaCosta, the GM in Baltimore, came out yesterday and said, I'm confident we're going to get a deal done with Ronnie Stanley.
Yeah.
So
no, you're not.
All right, fine. They're going to get uncomfortable on some of these players. The Bengals plan on franchising Tee Higgins. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll trade him. Again, we'll circle back to it. Stanley, Trey Smith, those guys aren't available. Like, if they are going to get uncomfortable on a player, I'm starting to wonder who that's even going to be. Like, who is that guy?
Is it Chris Godwin?
Josh Sweat, Chris Godwin, guys like that?
And maybe if it's not straight up in free agency, it's that next layer where you make a trade and then sign that guy to an extension that is like a significant deal.
Fine,
Like,
I would
maybe
allow
it's
for that. That's a great way to think about it. Like, it doesn't have to be just a straight free agent
However,
signing.
Vrabel did talk about having the team kind of ready to go prior to the draft.
Yep.
So it can't just be trades, because then if you do that, you don't have any draft picks left, most likely.
No, Vrabel said that right on SiriusXM after his original press conference. And by the way, if you're listening to Jones and Keefe all day long here on WEEI, you will hear Elliott Wolf from the Combine right around 1 o'clock.
Yes.
We'll air that live here today in the 1 o'clock hour, right off the top of the 1 o'clock hour. So stay tuned for it. But yeah, Vrabel said our goal in free agency is to fill out the roster and let the draft come to us, which is a great plan. Yeah. But you got to get uncomfortable with some of these free agents. So, Harold Landry, who played for Vrabel in Tennessee and has actually been much more productive than I thought the last few years.
All right.
I think he had 9 sacks a year ago. He had 12 in a recent season. He's been a Pro Bowler before. Apparently the Titans are ready to trade him. Names like Tee Higgins that are out there and potentially available. Josh Sweat is a free agent that you could extend yourself for. Yeah. But no, I'm saying on the trade market, there are some names already that are going to be available via trade. Josh Sweat would be an interesting one to get uncomfortable for. Milton Williams, is that his name?
Yeah.
The D lineman in Philadelphia.
Yep.
Those are some of the guys who could be potentially you extend for, and they'll be fine. Then you get to the Tee Higgins stuff. Duke Tobin yesterday says we're going to make Jamar Chase the highest paid receiver in football, the highest paid non-quarterback in football, $40-ish million a year. He also went on and on about Hendrickson and how they want to re-sign him on defense. It made it seem like Tee Higgins is more of an afterthought. They want to work out a long-term deal, but there was nothing super firm in his commentary about it. Tee Higgins, late last night, just after 10 o'clock, just tweeted out the cap emoji.
Oh.
So
someone's lying.
Somebody's
lying. I don't know who that is.
I'm assuming he's talking about Duke Tobin and the Bengals.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he's gone. I think he's out of there. It's going to be, though, how much do you have to give up for him? Because I know